Hey all you cool cats and kittens, and welcome to the world of genetics and biology. Today the topic of discussion is epistasis. Epistasis is the expression of alleles at one locus that masks or modifies the expression of other alleles at another locus. Therefore, several different genotypes can lead to the same phenotype. It is also known as the expression between two different genes, not interaction between alleles at one locus. Let's look at the chromosome provided below. But on the chromosome, you can see two different color bands, red and black. These are the loci. The red can represent the gene that is responsible for blue eyes, while the black can have the gene that is responsible for black hair. When it comes to epistasis, there are 6 different types. The type being discussed today is single recessive. I'll show you an example. Let's say 2 ogres mate, one short and one tall. The offspring they create can be average height. Now let's look at the biochemical pathway. It reads short, enzyme A, tall, enzyme B, average. Short will be the precursor, tall will be the intermediate, and average height will be the end product. Let's look at the arrow between short and tall. That arrow holds the enzyme A, which is responsible for it going from short to tall. And it has to have big A dash, which means the dash can be little a or big A to move forward to tall. If there is just little a, then it stays at the short. Now let's look at the arrow that is between tall and average height. This arrow holds the enzyme B, big B dash. The dash represents that it can have big B or little b. If there's 2 little b's, then it stays at tall. Now let's look at the dihybrid cross of crossing big A, big B, little b with big A, big B, little b. Look at the chart below, and this is what the dihybrid cross will look like once you're finished. Once you're finished with the dihybrid cross, you get a ratio of 9 average height ogres, 3 tall ogres, and 4 short ogres. What about if you do a cross of big A, big B with little a, big B, little b? With this cross, it will not actually fit into the dihybrid cross category because of once you do the Punnett squares, you see it does not fit into the category. Once you're done with doing the Punnett squares and doing the crosses, you get 4 different types. You get 1 big A, big B, big B, 1 big A, big B, little b, 1 a, big B, 1 a, big B, little b. And with this, once you look further into it and you compare it to the dihybrid cross from earlier, you see that there's 2 average height ogres and 2 short ogres. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you come back for many more. Thank you so much. Goodbye.